I'm here talking with Mark Beckwith, who is Executive Vice President of Business Development for Pure Flix. And Mark and I will be doing a free webinar on the 21st of November at 11 a.m. And we will be talking about how Pure Flix has retooled its video platform for success. So that looks like going to be a fascinating discussion, and we wanted to give you a taster of the things that we'll be talking about on that podcast today. So, Mark, why don't you tell us a little bit about Pure Flix?
Colin, hey, thank you for having me on today. We're really looking forward to the webinar on the 21st. So Pure Flix launched in 2004 with a mission to bring faith-driven content to the marketplace. And they started around the theatrical, or DVD, direct-to-DVD and theatrical. So we've always been in that channel producing titles like the God's Not Dead series of movies and et cetera. But in 2014, we undertook an initiative because we wanted to reach more people, and we wanted to do that through the living room. So we started an evaluation of how to best do that. Do you build a platform from scratch? Do you buy a platform? And one of the strategy we chose was to buy an existing platform, which was based on the platform, coincidentally, which Comcast subsequently bought and is part of the Comcast Technology Solutions business unit. So we've been on that since day one, but what we have done, not me, what we have done with a lot of smart people is brought other tools into the mix to provide a better, unified, and very, very scalable solution. And a couple of those key tools were an application framework from 24i and more data products to enhance our own data lake and data analysis avenues. And that was from Wicket Labs. So we brought those on, and we've been spending the time bringing them, integrating them, launching them, and we're fully up and going for many months now.
And the great thing, of course, is that Comcast, Wicket Labs, and 24i will be joining us on the webinar, so that's really good. So we'll have lots of details there about the actual technical solution that you built there. But so I'd love to know, tell us a little bit more about what triggered your decision. Why did you feel like you needed to upgrade your solution?
Well, so at the application layer, we were doing bespoke applications, and that's fine. In two use cases. One is launching, because it allows you a lot of flexibility, and you're doing it for the few platforms that you might launch onto. But as you try to scale for each new platform you bring on, that's effectively another work effort. So you either need to have a very large organization building apps, or for our purposes, we wanted to spend money not on the application aspects, but on reaching consumers. So we found it a more scalable as well as economically viable way to bring on an application framework such as 24i that can spread, through their commonality and through their framework tools across all applications or across all devices, from your mobile to your tablet to your smart TVs to your streamers to your et ceteras. And so, there's a lot of common code that goes along through that, so it allows scale and economics, and that allows us to reach consumers.
So is that one of the distinguishing features of the new experience, that it's actually pretty unified now across all devices? Yeah.
So besides being the technology aspect and the scalability aspects, it allows for consistency, because it's all part of a unified delivery mechanism. So, it's very consistent across all the devices, allows for, all the things that you might expect, binge watching, pickup watching, all the things that consumers want in this video streaming age that all the major providers provide. So we are not bleeding on the bleeding edge of technology and experiences, but we are on the best practices edge of all these experiences.
And with the data, tell us a couple of the things that you've been using the data for that you couldn't do before.
Well, data, we are a very data-intensive company. In fact, we have a pet phrase, "In God we trust, but all others bring data." We use that throughout our business planning, all through our processes. So we wanted to enhance what we were collecting on our own, about what people are watching and consuming, but be able to slice and dice the data in different ways. And Wicked Labs brought some tools, in particular, a happiness index. But I'll save that for later because we want people to come back on the 21st. But it allowed us to understand our consumers even at a deeper level, so that we could reach new consumers through lookalike campaigns on our major marketing avenues like Facebook or Instagram or other social channels.
So that's definitely something that we're going to be talking a lot more about on the webcast. So I've got one last question for you. It's a really competitive marketplace now. We're seeing entries from Disney with Disney Plus. We've just seen Apple TV Plus launch, and we've got HBO Max. It's tough for a smaller provider like you to stay visible. Tell us, how do you feel now about the competitiveness of your solution?
Well, Colin, you're so true. It was a big pond before with the behemoths that were out there, but now the pond is getting ocean-like, and it's tougher for a smaller entity like ourselves to really, if we were simply in the family marketplace, we would be traveling a tough road. But what we are is a faith-driven customer, and we're trying to bring our trying to reach and expand the message of Christ through our faith content, and that's our lane. That's how we're differentiating ourselves to reach the family that is a faith-driven family. And quite honestly, the major media companies, they're family-oriented, but they are not. They're not driving at the faith marketplace. It's quite the same way we are. So we believe that's our differentiator and how we keep expanding and reaching our goals and our mission.
And that new platform sounds like it allows you to really stay laser focused on that. So that's great. Well, Mark, this has been fantastic. Thanks for whetting our appetite for the webinar on November 21st. It's at 11 a.m. Pacific, as I said before. We'll include a link with this video so that you can sign up right there. It's called Driving D2C Scale and Efficiency, How Pure Flix Retooled Its Video Platform for Success. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you more then, Mark.
Likewise, we look forward to talking to everybody on the 21st, along with our partners, Comcast, 24i, and Wicked Labs.
Very good. We'll talk to you then. This has been Colin Dixon with nScreen Media.